Welcome students to the new chapter of the synthetic dyes. The definition: the colored organic compound used to impart the color to the substrate like the cloth, paper, plastic, leather permanently is called as the dye. The dye substance used to impart the color to the textile, paper and other materials such that the coloring is not radially altered by washing, heat and the light. Means after washing or after heating with iron or in presence of light there is no color removal. There are some characteristics of the good dye. It must have the suitable color. Second, it must have the attractive color, means we are attracting towards the good color. That's why the substrate should be attached with good color, looking good. It must be able to attach itself with the substrate. Example, azobenzene is the colored but can't be fixed around the substrate. Fourth, it must be soluble in the water or must form the substrate and good dispersion in water. The substrate to be dyed must have the natural affinity for the appropriate dye. The when fixed to a substrate, it must be stable to the washing, dry cleaning, heat, light. Example of some of the dye are indigo, phenolphthalein, methyl orange, orange second, diamond black F. Then second, the relation between the color and the chemical constitution. Means what is the relation between the color, how the color is produced, that depends upon the chemical constitution. The property possessed by an object of producing the sensation on the eye as a result of way it reflects or emits the light. The physiological sensation which is produced when the light of the certain wavelength reaches the eye is called the color. The color of substance depends upon the reflected bands, that is, it absorbs all color band except the one which one is to be reflected. Means certain substance having the blue color, it emits only blue color, all other colors are being absorbed. That's why the color of the substance is the blue. The color of the compound is related to its chemical constitution. It can be confirmed by following observations. Example, benzene is a colorless, while its isomer fulvene is the colored compounds. When colored organic compound get reduced, it becomes colorless. When colorless compound, when we do its oxidation, it becomes the colored. The relation between the chemical constitution can be explained by the two theories. The first theory is the Wittig theory. That theory is also called as the chromophore auxochrome theory. The dye is made up of the two parts. The first one is the chromophore and second one is the auxochrome. The first of all we see the chromophores. The color in the organic compound appears due to the certain unsaturated groups. Means there is presence of some double bonded or triple bonded compound. The bond in between may be the nitrogen nitrogen, nitrogen oxygen or carbon carbon, which is called that group as a chromophore. Examples are the N double bond N, that is azo, N double bond O, that is present in the nitro compounds, C double bond C, and this is the quinoline type structure, quinone type structure. These unsaturated groups themselves able to produce the color. The chromophores are of two types. The independent chromophore, the single chromophore means when in the given compound only one single functional group, that is N double bond N, N double bond O are present, that is responsible for the production of the color or imparting the color. The single chromophore is sufficient to impart the color to the compounds are called the independent chromophores. Examples are the N double bond N, N double bond O and the NO2. Then second is the dependent chromophores. In this, more than one chromophoric group required to impart the color. Examples are the C double bond C. When present singly there is no color. When C double bond C present in more than two forms or in multiple forms it will produce the color. C double bond C is also the dependent chromophores. When it is present singly, that is in acetone, it is colorless, but in diacetyl it is colored compound because there are two carbonyl groups. Here same way, this is ethylene, it is colorless because only one double bond is present. Here more than one double bond, 1 2 3 4 5 6 double bonds are present in a group and in a conjugated forms, that's why it is colored compounds. The second category is the auxochrome. A chromophore is colored but does not represent the dye. It is observed that presence of the certain groups in a chromophore leads to deepening of the color of, means auxochromes are responsible for deepening the color, enhancing the color. That's why it is called the auxochromes. Their presence will lead to the enhance the color intensity. Examples of some of the auxochromes are NH2, OH, COH, Cl, OCH3. These are having the lone pair of the electrons that is responsible for enhancing the color. Auxochromes are of two types: the barthochromic auxochrome and hypsochromic auxochrome. First of all, we will see the barthochromic auxochrome. These are the groups which increases the depth of color. These shifts absorption maximum from the violet to the red, means color becomes enhanced, and thus bring about the deepening of the color. It is called the red shift. When hydrogen atom from the NH2 group is replaced by the alkyl group, it leads to the barthochromic shifts, means there are two hydrogen atom, one hydrogen atom is replaced by the CH3 group, it is electron donating group. That's why increase in the electron donating group, it enhances the color. The hypsochromic auxochrome, these are the groups which decreases the depth of the color. This shifts absorption maximum from red to the violet, means opposite to the barthochromic shift, and results into the decrease in the depth of the color. When hydrogen from the OH or NH2 are replaced by the acetyl group, means electron withdrawing group, when attached to the some lone pair containing groups, then its color becomes faint. That is called the hypsochromic effect. The second theory about the color and chemical constitution is the quinoid theory, or it is also called the Armstrong theory. According to this theory, all colored compounds are represented by having the quinoid structure. Means those compounds which are having the quinoid type structure are colored, and when those compounds having the benzene type structure are the colorless. Thus, if quinoid structure assigned to the compound, it will be colored, otherwise it is colorless. Quinoid structure is colored, and non-quinoid structure means benzenoid type structure is colorless. Examples are the benzene is a colorless, having benzenoid type structure, while the para benzoquinone is a colored compounds. If phenolphthalein is present in the benzoquinone structure, it is colored. On other hand, if phenolphthalein is present in the benzenoid structure, it is colorless. Originally, when phenolphthalein is in the solid state, it is looking a colorless white brown color. When it is dissolved in some solvents, then it will form the quinoid type structure, means red color. The colorless form is converted into the red color when it forms the quinoid type structure here. The first form having all benzenoid type structure. A is also benzene like structure, A is also benzene like structure, A is also the benzene like structure. But in the second, after ionization, there is formation of the quinoid type structure, that's why it is red colored. There are some limitations of this Armstrong theory. This theory could not explain the coloring property of all compounds. Examples: although iminoquinone and diiminoquinone have the quinoid type structure, but they are colorless. These are the iminoquinone and these are the diiminoquinone, having exactly structure looking as like that of the quinone type structure, but it is colorless, found to be the colorless. This is one of the drawback of the second drawback is a large number of the colored compounds are present without having the quinoid type structure. Means some structures are having quinoid type structure are colorless, as we have seen in the first point. In the second point, there are some fulvene and diacetyl like structure which are not having the quinoid type structure, but they are colored. This is not explained by the Armstrong theory. The third limitation is Armstrong explained the color of the para-nitrophenol on the basis of the quinone structure, but there was no evidence for the existence of the such structure. The Armstrong said that this para-nitrophenol is present in this second form, but actually it is not present in this form, it is present in this first form only. Although it is having the benzenoid type structure, it is a colored compounds. This is all about the two theories of color and chemical constitution. Now we are moving toward the very important point, that is the synthesis and uses of the dyes. There are total 6 dyes that we have to synthesize and we have to see its uses. The first one is the orange second. It is also called the beta naphthol orange. This is a dye which will start from this sulfanilic acid, means at 1,4 position on the benzene ring, one NH2 group and one SO3H group is present. After diazotization with sodium nitrite and HCl at 0 to 5 degree centigrade temperature, we will form the diazonium salt. At NH2 group is converted into N2Cl bond. This N2Cl, upon reaction with this beta naphthol, this N double bond N will couples with this 2 number position of the OH group, means at ortho position of this OH group, which is electron rich, and there is formation of the orange second. Its uses are it is used for dyeing the wool, cotton, fiber, silk, paper and the leather. The second dye is the methyl orange, that we are starting with the same starting material, that is sulfanilic acid. This sulfanilic acid on diazotization, first step is diazotization with sodium nitrite and concentrate HCl at 0 to 5 degree centigrade, we will get here the N2Cl group. This N2Cl group, after removal of the Cl bond, it reacts with the dimethyl aniline, which is also ortho-para directing. Because of the steric hindrance, the diazo group couples at the 4 number position of this dimethyl aniline group, and there is formation of the methyl orange. It is used as indicator in the acid-base titration. The next one is the Congo red. This Congo red, we will start with this benzidine, means two benzene rings are present and having the 2 NH2 group at the end of these 2 benzene rings. After diazotization, at both the groups will convert it into the N2 plus Cl group. This is the diazotizer, it is called azo groups. That azo groups on reaction with the naphthenic acid on the both sides, means we have to couple this naphthenic acid on both sides, from here also and here also. We will get this Congo red compound. Here is N2 double bond N double bond N double bond N. This is naphthenic acid at right side and this is naphthenic acid on the right side. Because SO3H group is meta directing, NH2 group is ortho-para directing, means majority of negative charge is present at this position. That's why this structure will form. Then uses, it is used as an indicator in the acid-base titration. The Congo paper is second use. The Congo paper is used for stating the acidity of the solution. The next one is very important, that is alizarin, that we are synthesizing with the phthalic anhydride, reacts with this catechol, that is OH group is ortho position on the benzene ring. On reaction with aluminum trichloride, that is Lewis acid, at temperature about 200 degrees centigrade, it will forms directly the alizarin. This is alizarin type structure. One benzene ring, there is quinone type structure, and here is the catechol ring attached at the last. Then its uses, it is applied to the wool with the aluminium mordant, means along with the aluminium mordant it is applied to the wool. It is useful as a pigment also. The last one, very important one, is a diamond black F. It is very lengthy synthesis but very important one. It is started with the diazotized 5-amino salicylic acid, means earlier there is NH2 group is present. Upon diazotization with sodium nitrate and HCl, it will form here the N2Cl bond, that is called the diazotized 5-amino salicylic acid. When reacts with the 1-naphthylamine, this is 1-naphthylamine reacts with diazotized 5-amino salicylic acid. Here is a formation of this azo diester, means N double bond N attaches with this 4 number position of this NH2 group, and this is azo diester, which on diazotization with sodium nitrate and HCl temperature is 0 to 5 degree centigrade temperature, means this group is converted into the N2 plus Cl. This sound reaction with the 1-naphthol 5 sulfonic acid. 1 2 3 4 5 means at 5 number position sulfonic acid is group present, and here is the OH group is present, which on reaction or coupling with this group N double bond N. Ortho position there is a very electron rich center, and here is a formation of these coupled compounds, that is called the diamond black F, means this N2 double bond Cl. After removal of Cl, this positive charge will attach with this at this position, and here is formation of this bond, means in this diamond black F we are using the two compounds. The first is 1-naphthylamine and second one is 1-naphthol 5 sulfonic acid. It is used as for dyeing the fiber, it is used for dyeing the fibers. And last one is indigo. It is also called the indigotine. It is prepared from the orthonitrophenzyaldehyde, reacts with the acetone of two molecules of orthonitrophenzyaldehyde in acetone on in presence of NaOH as a base. It will form here the indigotine. This is the first molecule, this is a revert molecule of the, means two molecules attaches revert to one another. It is used as a blue dye for the cloths. This is all about the synthetic dyes. In earlier video we have seen about the synthetic drugs, and this one is the synthetic dyes. The next part we will see in the next video.